T Corona Borealis update. Saturn starts to dominate the night sky as a comet begins to brighten, and we all are starting to wonder just when T Corona Borealis is going to go nova. Let's take a look at what you can go out to see in the night sky for September of 2024. I'm Michael Martin, and this is Late Night Astronomy. Thank you all for joining us this month as we explore the night sky. Every 80 years, T Corona Borealis is normally a telescope target, but a nova occurs, making it a naked-eye target for a few nights. The question is, when is that going to occur? The original estimate that I saw predicted that it might go nova sometime between March and September. Regardless of when it happens, be sure to subscribe to this channel because I've got a video ready to go showing you how to find this star in the constellation Corona Borealis. While there are no guarantees for T Corona Borealis, I can guarantee you the moon's going to be out this month. So let's take a look at its phases, beginning with a new moon on September 2nd, the first quarter moon on September 11th, the full moon on September 17th, and the third quarter moon on September 24th. It's also fun to watch the moon move in front of other objects in the night sky. This is an event known as an occultation, and you'll be able to see that happen a few times this month, beginning with the moon moving in front of the star spa on September 6th for people living in parts of Africa. On September 10th, the moon will move in front of the star in Taurus for parts of Australia. Even more impressive will be the moon moving in front of the planet Saturn for western parts of North America, parts of the Pacific, and Australia on September 17th. Not to be outdone, just a day later Neptune will find itself covered by the moon as well for major parts of North America. Finally, on September 23rd, the moon moves in front of the star Batari for parts of Africa and Western Asia. I'll leave a link to a website called In the Sky so you can look and see what occultations you can view from wherever you live around the world. Perhaps the highlight of this month is the return of my wife's favorite planet, Saturn, and you can go outside to see it at a good altitude beginning around 10:30 p.m. in the southeast on September 8th. The Earth will move between the Sun and Saturn, putting that planet in opposition for us, which is why during this time, right when the Sun sets in the west, Saturn will be rising in the east. This is the best time to go out to observe and image Saturn, although honestly, there isn't a major difference in its size from opposition to other times because of its size and distance from our planet. This will remain an excellent target for you all throughout the rest of 2024. If you're interested in taking pictures of Saturn with your telescope, I'll leave a link in the description below detailing how I do that with my equipment. Right near Saturn this month, you can find Neptune, which will be in opposition with Earth on September 20th. For those of you willing to stay up into the morning hours, look for Jupiter and Mars rising to nice altitudes in the east around 2:30 a.m. Right before sunrise, you can find Mercury at its highest point in the east on September 5th with a close pass to the star Regulus on the 9th. This month, you can also look for Venus right after sunset, making its way night by night across the western horizon. Comets are unpredictable. That's part of the fun and frustration of going out to try to see and image them. This month, for example, the best comet to go out to see is one that we can't actually view because of how close it is to the Sun, but we're hoping that in October it's going to pass by Earth and put on some incredible views that you might be able to see with just the naked eye. Comet C/2023 A3 Atlas is currently so close to the Sun from our perspective that it won't be visible for most of this month. In the first week of October, however, it should start to move higher into the sky throughout the month, possibly being a naked-eye target as it makes its closest approach to Earth around October 12th. We'll have a lot more to talk about next month for what will hopefully be one of the best comets of the year. Another comet we've been tracking for a while is 13P Albor, which is getting low to the horizon for northern and southern hemisphere observers and will be a tough but not entirely impossible target with a telescope this month. And for one last time, we cover what's been one of the best comets of 2024, 12P/Ponsbrookes, as it continues to fade heading into the outer parts of our solar system. For my friends to view in the southern hemisphere, we'll be sure to keep you updated on this comet when it swings back by the inner solar system in about 71 years. So, please be sure to subscribe. Now let's leave our solar system behind and travel into deep space as we take a look at some of the best objects at the core of our Milky Way galaxy this month. Whenever you're going out to do visual observing or astrophotography, it's always important to try to get away from as much light pollution as you can, especially if you're looking for faint, fuzzy deep sky objects. Let's go outside about an hour and a half after sunset and face towards the south. Begin by going out and finding the dense core of our own galaxy with your own eyes. As you're scanning the Milky Way, stop by and take a look at M11, the Wild Duck Cluster. This is one of the most impressive open clusters in the night sky, almost appearing as a globular cluster to my eye due to its density. Next, move your way down the Milky Way and look for the Eagle Nebula, M16, and the Omega Nebula, M17. Just below that is the large Sagittarius star cloud, which was so dense that I had to actually go to a darker sky the first time I saw it to verify that it wasn't just a blur mixed in with the light pollution from where I live. Next, we have the Trifid Nebula. At roughly the size of a full moon, this can be a breathtaking view through binoculars and a telescope under darker skies. Just below Trifid, we have a star-forming region of space known as the Lagoon Nebula. While best viewed with binoculars or a telescope, it can sometimes be viewed with the naked eye under exceptional sky conditions and very little light pollution. Finally, work your way down the Milky Way to M6, the Butterfly Cluster, and M7, the Ptolemy Cluster. My best experience observing the Milky Way was about a half hour from my home on the Blue Ridge Parkway under dark skies with no distractions, where I could slowly move through the density and beauty of the center of our galaxy. Under the right conditions, you'll lose track of time and truly get lost in the wonders of this region of space. Those are just some of the most incredible things that you can go out to see in the night sky for the month of September. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it and consider subscribing to this channel to join our growing community. But most importantly, let us know what you're hoping to get out to see and image in the night sky in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for your continued support and clear skies from Late Night Astronomy.